Hello and welcome to Knowledge by Nature. In today's video, I am going to show you a peek at the week again because the holidays are about to be upon us and the weeks are going to look a lot different. So I want to show you one more week that is somewhat normalish, and then I might do this over the holidays so you can see what a holiday week would look like. So today was Irwin Day. We definitely incorporated some videos of watching him with crocs and snakes, and I loved the giant wide eyes that she got with this. He was just so contagious with his excitement. I loved it. We did Memoria Press spelling. This is our second week with this, so it was day 1 of week 2. We did some reading time where she did independent reading. She read, I believe it was Cat Kid comic. I'll have to verify that for sure. I'll show you the book later this week. We did handwriting without tears. We did our grammar. We did primary math. And with primary math, we're at the end of our chapter. So we're starting to do some extra things with that. And I'll show you a little glimpse of that tomorrow. Up next, we did 2 truths and a lie, and this is something I try to incorporate once a month, and so we will do this 3 different times this week, so you will see that later on again. Then we finished our Trail of Tears chapter book. Then that's what we did for science, and then the morning time she spent working on Legos and listening to an audiobook of On the Banks of Plum Creek. Now, something else you can very faintly see here is I have penciled in 2 other things that I want to try to do on a monthly basis, and that is reading from our Brilliant Women book and Children Like Me book. Now, these are very faintly put in because I move them if it doesn't work into the next week and things like that. But this is a way for me to help remember that I want to do these once a month. So I just put them in with pencil, and then that way I can erase it if it doesn't work. But it also flags me to know that, hey, this is about the time I need to get this done if I want to do it once a month. So I hope you enjoy our second peek at the week here, and stick around. Hello and happy Tuesday. So today is Independent Day, which means that she is working on all of her things independently, except for just a few things that I might help with. So today she did her Adventure Academy, and last week we had an issue of we just ran into being like a really long day. So we ended up moving this to where only 30 minutes for each one, and then if she got done early, she could go. Well, we're still kind of learning how to manage our time, and so it's still a late day today. But she did Adventure Academy for 30 minutes. She actually ended up playing in a section that doesn't necessarily have a lot of learning to it and is actually just games. So this was almost a wash, but that's okay. Night Zookeeper, she did do this, and it said opposite words. I know she was doing action words also. So today is Independent Day, and she is playing Night Zookeeper. This is just one example of a game where she's going around in a submarine, and she has to eat all of the action words. Oh, no. Then she read for 30 minutes. She actually ended up reading for more than 30 minutes because she finished her Cat Kid Comic Club book that she started yesterday. So she finished that up. Then she did a paint by sticker, and she chose to do The Phoenix today, which I love these books so much. This was the last one in that specific book, so she'll be starting a new one the next time she does that. She had her dictionary word, and she chose to do the word video. She did a drawing and a sentence, and then wrote down whether it was a noun, a verb, or an adjective. Then she did her 180 Days of Social Studies, her handwriting book, her grammar book, her Mindbenders book. She watched a Magic School Bus episode, and that was on the digestive system. Then we were going to do together primary math, but I just couldn't get away today. So she actually ended up doing some of the extra workbook pages in primary math that we usually don't use. I'll show you that. So she actually ended up using this Mastery and Beyond. So I just pulled out a couple of sheets and had her do wherever those went to. They're in here somewhere. So I just pulled out a few sheets from the chapter 2 that we've been working on, and that is what she did for her math today. And then we are currently finishing up our spelling right now. So she is on this section right here where we are writing all of the sentences down again. Okay, so what she'll do is she'll get her little red pencil here first, and she'll go through and she will mark all of the vowel teams with red. So right here we have AY. Those are our vowel teams this week. You can see we color coded over here because teacher mom forgot that we actually did that over here on this section, so she had to kind of double up today. But that's what she's going to do right now, is she is going to color code all of the vowel teams. So we are actually using our little board here, and we put all of the words up there, and they are color coded with the vowel teams or the consonant teams, and then she does the same sort of coding on this paper. Today will be the first time that we're going to be using the black where we are slashing out the magic E. So she will do the red. She'll do all of the teams with red, and she's got these new little twisty crayons that she's having fun with. Then she'll go through with the consonant teams and blends, which for this week is PL and SN, and she will put those in blue. Then we'll go back with the black crayon, and that is where she is going to cross out the E, and then she will add a macron for any long vowels that are on there and a breve with short vowels. So you can see she's almost finished up here with her vowel teams, and then she'll move on to the blue. So what do you think of our new spelling so far?
I'm liking it.
Oh, I am too. So yes, we're on week 2, day 2 of this, and what's the funnest part? These twistable crayons?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I don't blame you. They are fun. All right. So there we go. I do need to add in that we're doing spelling here, but otherwise, we're done for the day. Of course, we will have like our read aloud tonight, which she actually wanted to go ahead and start on the banks of Plum Creek. So she will listen to that tonight. And so I'll end up adding this in here with any picture books or anything that we end up reading. But this was day 2 of this week. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday! So we are not quite done with the day yet, but I wanted to show you, we are on our primary math right now, and this is called a chapter wrap-up where we are doing a performance task, and I just wanted to show you what that looked like. The performance task is one of the things that I really do like about this new primary math, and what it is they have a word problem here. And then they have a few questions that they ask. So the first thing is she had to figure out how many supporters were there at the game. And then she had to draw like a hundreds frame, a tens frame, and ones frames to represent all of that. And she did that and got the answer. Then it goes over here to the next page where it carries on the information that we found at number 1. So this section, she says another 58 supporters joined the game at halftime. How many supporters were there in the end? Show your work. So she had to go and look at her first answer and knew that she needed to add 58 to that to get the answer of 871 supporters in all. Then the third step is where they really make them think out of the box, and this is where I feel like it actually gets difficult. I love this part. She has to really think about this. And so I love this part of the performance task. So she had the Monk Seals won the game after 4 quarters. The table shows the points each team scored. How many points did the Monk Seals score in the 4th quarter? So she had to take the information and figure out what it was. So she had this little scrap piece of paper over here. And so you can see that she took all the points that the ferrets made, and she came up with 103. Then she took all of the points that the monk seals made and then went from there. Now, we would probably take the difference and subtract. Well, that's not something she has learned yet on how to take the difference from subtraction when you are borrowing. And so what she did is she took her 75, and which was the total that the monk seals had, and knew that the total had to be more than her 103. So she took and she knew the amounts of tens and ones that she had to have and came up with the answer of 35. The textbook says to accept anything over 29. She definitely did that. So I really love this section of Primary Mathematics 2022. And then over here, we just talk about how did you do. On this particular one, she got a smiley face in all of them because her work was accurate. She could explain her thinking clearly. She could apply her thinking in word problems, and she can justify why her strategy fit the situation. So A+ on this one. She did great. I really just wanted to show you guys this because it is one of my favorite parts of this. I love the performance task. So we'll check back in with you later this evening. We are at the end of our day on Wednesday, pretty much. So I thought I would show you what we've done. So we did our Memoria Press spelling. We did a lesson of all about reading, handwriting without tears, grammar, and a story map that went with her finishing Cat Kid Comic Club, which I can't remember if I showed you or not, so I'm going to show you. This is Cat Kid Comic Club. It is by the Dogman author and also the Captain Underpants series. She hasn't ever done the Captain Underpants series, but she loves Dogman, and she just recently got to read this. So we did the story map on that because she finished it yesterday. Then we did our primary math, which you saw, which was the performance task. We did our Brilliant Women, which was about the lady that came up with the Monopoly idea, the Monopoly game. So later, tonight, we may end up actually playing Monopoly. Then we did a Native American study where we talked about the Lakota tribe, the Great Plains. All of that was part of the Magic Treehouse, which was called the Buffalo Before Breakfast. And then she did a drawing of the Native Americans and a teepee while I read most of that. Then we read Ichabod first thing this morning, and then she has art class tonight. So again, I will add in any little read-alouds that we do tonight at bedtime, but this is the end of our school day on Wednesday. We've got 2 more days left. I know that we have 2 stories left in our 2 Truths and a Lie, so we will for sure be doing those here. And then I don't know what else we'll do. I have on here that I would like to do the Children Like Me book, so I will try to do that on Friday, but otherwise, here's Wednesday. We'll see you soon. Hello. So you're not going to see anything for Thursday because we had an impromptu girls' day. She had been asking to have a mom and me day for like a month, and I just finally decided, you know what? I'm setting the day. We're doing it. So we did, and I do want to show you, we went to a little free library and we picked up a couple books. So I picked up Rhubarb, which is a really cute little reader, it looks like, with a little cute puppy. We picked up The First Strawberries, which I think is going to go great with our little Native American study that I'm having this month. So I was happy to find that. Then I picked up Otis and the Puppy. We have Otis and the Kitten, but I didn't know that there was this, so we grabbed that one. Then there's this one, As an Oak Tree Grows. And again, it was just kind of an interesting looking one, and one that I haven't ever heard of before, so I was pretty excited about that one. And then there was just one more really funny one that she decided we needed also, and I agree, Monsters Love Underpants. So we picked those up from our free little library. Always like to have a bag of books in the vehicle. That way, if we run onto a free little library, we have some books that we can trade out for. So I do need to get some more added in so that we have some more to trade out for next time. Now, let's look at what we did today. So for Friday, she had an outschool class this morning. So that is how we started our day off. And then she had reading time, and I believe she was reading Bad Kitty Takes a Test. And I probably need to actually write that in there. Then I have Memoria Press spelling. So we did our day 4 with that. Again, I'm not going to test her because I feel like the 4th day is a test. And during the games that we were practicing, I also did some spelling words from last week to kind of keep that fresh in her memory. Then she did her grammar worksheet. We did our primary math, and today was the chapter practice. So there was quite a bit of practice that she did, not any new learning, but we were finishing out this chapter. And so we have one more section in that, and then we will move on to the chapter for subtraction. Then we did our Children Like Me book, and we actually did 2 of those, and the children were from Brazil and Cancun. We read a section of Sassafras where we were talking about the digestive system, And then because we skipped this day, we actually did 2 of our 2 truths and a lie so that we could finish that up completely. I like to do at least 1 chapter within a week, and so that is what this week looked like. I do need to add in here, we listened to our audiobook. We've actually read Ichabod today, and we'll be listening to our audiobook again. So there's just a few more things I need to add, but I just wanted to show you what one more week looked like before we hit the holidays, because they're going to be looking a lot different going forward. If you enjoyed this video again, I'd love it if you gave me those thumbs up, any comments down in below, and if you want to see what maybe a holiday week is going to look like, put that down in the comments, and I wouldn't mind to do one of those for you as well. So again, I hope you enjoyed this extra little video that we gave you this week and our extra peek at the week. We'll see you in our next one. Bye!